My wife is not spiritual.
What do you mean by she's not spiritual?
She doesn't pray with me at night. Within 10 minutes of prayer, she will doze off.
When does she get home from work?
7:30.
Do you eat dinner before you go to bed to wake up at 1?
Yes.
Okay. Who cooks dinner?
She does.
She comes back home 7:30 to cook dinner that you eat like maybe 8:39, and then you go to bed, and you want her also to not wake up at 1, and then because she even tries to wake up but she sleeps off. Why would you tag such a woman as being unspiritual? She can't pray in the morning. If she wants to sleep, then allow her to sleep, and then you do the prayer. You are the man of the house, you are the head of the house, you are the pastor of the house, then go ahead and pray.
Just me?
Why can't it be just you?
So what's prayer of agreement?
You cannot have prayer of agreement in the morning. Must you have prayer of agreement in the night? That's number 1. Number 2, it doesn't have to be both of you come together at that same hour to pray over an agreement. Your wife can agree with you, and then you can go in the middle of the night to pray over that your wife and you have agreed together. You want to buy a house, for instance, and then she now agrees with you that I agree that God should provide money for us to buy that house. And then she goes to bed to sleep. And then you wake up at 1 a.m. and begin to pray to God that this house that my wife and I have agreed on, do it for us. That's a prayer of agreement. Both of you agree. But you may not be praying it at the same time, and then when she wakes up in the morning, then she can still pray that prayer. She has agreed, you have agreed with her, and then she can pray it alone if you are not there. There's nothing wrong in praying together. There's absolutely nothing wrong. Communication with God is not straight-jacketed. We are the ones that are complicating matters in the area of communicating with God. Everybody cannot be on the same spiritual level. There are some women that are on a higher spiritual level than their husbands. Big deal. So she should pray for her husband.
What actually annoys me, she used to do that before we got married. Understand? So
oh, come on.
I'm not surprised now.
Come on. Before you got married, was she cooking for you? Was she doing your dinner? Before she got married, was she taking care of the kids? Responsibilities have increased for her. In fact, she should go and sleep while you wake up in the night to pray. Because she's tired and fagged out. She's working until she closes, and then she drives back home, and then you shouldn't even allow her to cook for you in the day. What do you do for a living?
Business.
You're a businessman.
So
you have your time to yourself, so you can come back home and relax and chill because you know you're going to wake up in the night. But she doesn't do that, and she doesn't have the energy.
But I know of a friend that our friend.
Don't even start. Don't even start. Don't compare. Don't start. I won't allow you to start. Don't compare your friend's wife with your wife. Your friend's wife is not your wife. You should have married your friend's wife then, if that's what you want.
No.
You don't compare. Your friend's wife could have that energy. Your friend's wife. I don't want to start asking questions about your friend's wife. I don't want to hear about your friend. Don't compare homes. Homes are different. People are different. Personalities are different.
But it is in the night that evil happens. How do we tackle that? If we don't pray in the night.
So evil doesn't happen in the day. There is terror by night. I agree with you.
Yeah.
But we also have arrows that fly by day. When we have destruction that wasted at noonday, that's 12 noon. So it's not only in the night that evil happens.
They used to tell us that some of these things were always being triggered in the night. That it is in the night that the devil does his work. While men sleep, the devil comes to sow tears or something.
While men
sleep, I guess during the day we are awake.
People sleep during the day too. But you know what? While men sleep, he that keepeth Israel does not sleep nor slumber. And the Bible says that he giveth his beloved sleep. It is of his mercies that we are not consumed.
Are you saying it's God that is making my wife sleep? Let his beloved sleep.
Yes, it is. Yes, because some people, they use Valium and they still can't sleep. Some people use tranquilizers, they still can't sleep. If God's mercy is not upon you, you think you'll be able to sleep? Insomnia, do you know what insomnia is? Some people, for 3 days, they've not even been able to sleep at all, despite all the drugs that they've given them. It is of his mercies that we are not consumed. Wow. You should be grateful to God that God makes your wife to be able to sleep. And then here you are coming to say that she's not spiritual. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong in prayer. No, we should pray. Even the Bible talks about men ought to pray. Pray without ceasing. The effective and fervent prayer of the righteous availeth much. Yeah, I understand the scriptures. Yes, pray. There's nothing wrong in praying. But there's something wrong in you forcing your wife to join you to pray in the midnight. If she doesn't have the strength, the energy to wake up and pray with you at midnight, and then you now condemning her that she's not spiritual because you are a prayer warrior, do your prayer war by yourself. That's my point.
All she does is to sing and worship. I mean, just singing, singing, singing. I mean, what about prayer?
The one that worships God more has a better relationship than you that you're only just to pray. But this one comes and I love you, Lord, and I worship you for all that you have done for me. All glory to you, Father. I don't have a good voice. All glory to the Father.
I guess you, well,
And I love you, Lord.